Chalynn Monee didn't post a bump photo. She released a song. On June 4th, 2026, she dropped a self-written, self-performed track called Right on Time, scored over what sounds like a slow, intimate production, with Polo G visibly present in the video, one hand resting on her bump, both of them choosing to make the most personal news of their year feel like a creative statement instead of a tabloid confirmation. That decision alone tells you everything about how this couple intends to handle the next chapter of their lives. The video opens on Chalynn mid-performance, fully, visibly pregnant, singing directly to her unborn child. The lyrics are specific and emotionally loaded. Baby, who knew this type of love would change me? I guess I was waiting for you to choose me the moment you came into my life. She continues, I get so deep in love with the thought of your palm on my face. It lifts me up. These aren't placeholder sentiments. They read like someone who had been sitting with this feeling for a while and finally found the right container for it. Polo G's presence in the video was deliberate but understated. He didn't perform, didn't speak, didn't post his own announcement. He stood with her, touched her stomach, and then went to his Instagram stories and reposted her video. His comment under her post was exclusively emojis. For someone with his platform, that level of restraint is a positioning choice. He gave her the entire frame of this moment and stepped to the side. This will be Chalynn's first child. For Polo G, it's his second. He already has a son from a previous relationship, which means the emotional weight of a first pregnancy here is entirely Chalynn's experience. And the way she chose to document it reflects that. The song isn't about the couple, it's addressed to the baby. Before Chalynn said a single word publicly, TikTok had already made its diagnosis. A clip circulated earlier in 2026 that appeared to show Chalynn positioning her body or covering her midsection in a way that read, to a very invested audience, as concealment. Comment sections treated it like evidence. Pregnancy speculation threads ran for days. What makes the timing particularly telling is that Chalynn had pulled back significantly from posting in the months prior. For someone who built her following on consistent lifestyle and fashion content, the silence was loud. The combination of reduced posting and the body language clip was enough to convince large portions of the internet that they already had the story. Then the announcement dropped, and the comment section split immediately. One user wrote, "The internet is never wrong about a pregnancy lol. That's crazy, but congrats." Another asked, "Can the internet tell me if I'm gonna get my man back? Y'all never miss." Alongside the jokes were people who actively pushed back, calling out the culture of dissecting a woman's physical appearance for pregnancy clues as invasive, and asking others to let the couple have the moment without turning confirmation into an "I told you so." Chalynn's own response to the speculation was pointed. After the announcement went live, she posted a separate set of bump photos from a vacation she had taken with friends, including Tana Williams, Asian Carter, and others, with the caption, "Let's start here." Translation, this story starts where I say it starts, not where your TikTok algorithms decided. When people noticed that Tana Williams, who was on that vacation with Chalynn, hadn't posted her friend during the trip, the speculation community treated it as suspicious. Why wasn't Tana posting Chalynn?
Choose the moment you came into my life.
Was there drama between them? Did something happen? The answer was the most straightforward one possible. Tana knew about the pregnancy and was simply being a good friend. After the announcement dropped, she jumped into the comments directly and addressed the noise, saying, "I didn't post my girl. That's why y'all need to mind y'all business." The frustration in that response is real. An entire narrative about supposed tension between two friends had been constructed online, when the reality was that someone was quietly keeping a secret they'd been trusted with. It's a specific kind of collateral damage that comes with the territory of being close to someone famous. Your normal behavior gets treated as coded messaging, and your loyalty gets questioned publicly. Tana had to defend herself for doing exactly what a good friend is supposed to do. The announcement pulled an immediate response from people across the entertainment world, and the specificity of those reactions matters more than their volume. Jada Cheeves kept it personal. "I'm so excited for y'all." Des Dior went fully emotional. "I'm so happy for y'all I could cry ye." Key Herbo Polo G's longtime peer claimed uncle status, immediately writing, "No Uncle Swerve, Vivi coming trim." Tina Williams, post-vacation drama clarification, added simply, "I can't wait." These are not generic celebrity congratulations. G Herbo already assigning himself a role in the child's life, Des Dior in tears, Jada keeping it warm and specific. These are the reactions of people who were already emotionally invested in this relationship and this baby. It tells you the pregnancy wasn't a surprise to the inner circle. These people knew, celebrated privately, and waited for Chalynn to decide when to go public. The general public reaction in the Shade Room's comment section split predictably between genuine warmth and light-hearted heartbreak humor. One user wrote, "I'm just so heartbroken he did this to me," followed by a string of crying, laughing emojis. Another said simply, "That baby will be gorgeous." The congratulations were overwhelming, even from people who led with the "we already knew" energy. There is a piece of context that keeps surfacing in every conversation about this announcement, and it can't be treated as a footnote. In August 2024, Polo G and Chalynn broke up. It was publicly confirmed. Polo G acknowledged the split on his own social media, and Chalynn spoke about it afterward in various interactions with her audience. By multiple accounts, she discussed moving forward, mentioned possibilities like appearing on reality television, and maintained her friendship with Polo G's sister Lailani Capilot even after the split. Then, sometime in 2025, they quietly got back together. No press, no official announcement, no "we're back" moment for the cameras. The reconciliation happened entirely off the record, and the first major confirmation that they were genuinely back and more committed than ever is a pregnancy announcement in June 2026. This matters because Chalynn's lyric, "I guess I was waiting for you to choose me," does not exist in a vacuum. Whether she's singing about the baby choosing her, about Polo G choosing to come back, or about both simultaneously, that line means something different when you know there was a real gap in this relationship. It's not a throwaway phrase. It's a sentence that a person who went through a breakup and came back writes. The decision to make Right on Time the vehicle for this announcement is the most strategically interesting part of the entire story. Chalynn is a social media personality. Her audience knows her. Through lifestyle, content, fashion, and her relationship with Polo G, a bump photo would have confirmed the news, positions her as an artist with something to say. It creates a document of this moment that exists independently of the celebrity news cycle. When people look back at this pregnancy, they won't just find a photo, they'll find a song that she wrote and performed that captures exactly what this felt like for her. That's a different kind of legacy for a moment this personal. It also creates a promotional pathway that a photo simply doesn't. If Right on Time gains traction and the announcement's visibility gives it a real runway, this becomes a genuine career moment for Chalynn layered on top of a personal one. She came back to social media after months of silence, not just with news, but with material. For Polo G, this announcement lands at a moment where he appears to be operating with considerably more stability than the turbulent stretch preceding Hood Poet. A second child with a woman he broke up with and chose to return to, a music career he publicly acknowledged needing to rebuild, and a noticeably quieter personal profile heading into 2026. The trajectory is pointing upward across every dimension. For Chalynn, the calculus is more interesting. She enters motherhood with a platform, a creative voice she's now demonstrated publicly, and a relationship that survived a very public break and came back stronger. The audience watching this story isn't small, and the goodwill following this announcement The one thing this couple has been consistent about across the relationship, the split, the reconciliation, and now a pregnancy is controlling exactly how much of themselves they share and when. They didn't give the internet the satisfaction of confirming months of speculation until they were ready. They made the announcement on their own terms through a song, with the whole inner circle already celebrating privately. That's not an accident. That's a couple who understands exactly what the audience wants and has decided repeatedly to give it on their timeline, not yours. The baby, as Chalynn put it, arrived right on time. The announcement did too.